Hi everyone, so you're on your last video number 9 of your summer work, which means we're getting closer to the school year and you've worked really hard in the summer to keep those math skills going. And today we're going to be working on translating problems into equations. Now earlier in your summer work we reviewed how to turn words into expressions, and we're going to change this slightly because now we want equations instead of expressions. So just kind of get us our mind around the words again. Remember that more than means add, less than means subtract, and I said that less than was a flip it around word. If I say twice something or double, remember that means that you're multiplying either by 2. If I said triple, I'd be multiplying by 3. All right, and then the last thing I need to throw in is the word is. Is in math means equals. It means that whatever you're saying is equivalent to something else. So here's an example. It says twice the sum of a number and 4 is 10. So I see that word is. But the first thing I'm going to require you to do is write something called a let statement. A let statement tells me what the variable represents. So we're going to let n equal the number that they're talking about, okay? There's that number. All right, so twice the sum of a number. So, and 4. So sum of a number and 4, and twice the sum. So twice the sum of a number and 4. So I want the number and 4, and I want twice that sum. So that's why that n plus 4 has to go in parentheses. Is, so equals 10. Now we're not going to solve. I just wanted you to see how we wrote that, okay? Here's another one. 3 less than half the number. All right, so first we're going to let n equal the number. We want 3 less than, so we know that's a flip it around word. So I'm going to do half the number first. That's 1/2 of n. Another way, I just want to make sure you remember, 1/2 of n, another way you could write that would be n over 2. So 1/2 of n minus 3. So remember that 3 gets flipped around over here, and that half that number gets flipped around over here, is 15. All right, we're going to solve this one, okay? So what would we do first? We'd add the 3 to isolate the variable. So we have 1/2 of n equals 18. Now this is one of those places with the fractions where we can multiply by the reciprocal. So in this case, we multiply by 2 over 1 to both sides. Remembering that the 2's then cancel, we're left with n, then we have 18 times 2, which gives me 36. Again, we're going to box those answers. All right, now we're going to get into some harder ones. So when we're translating problems into equations, you have to read the problem very carefully. It's important for you to actually decide what is unknown, and it is always given in the question. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. The question is what's unknown. We choose a variable for the unknown by writing a let statement and telling me what that variable means. And then we write the other unknown in terms of the variable. Right now we're writing equations with one variable. When we write 2, that'll be something we'll do slightly different. Then we write the equation, and for now we're not going to solve, but I am going to have you solve, so let's forget that part, okay? All right. So Marta has twice as much money as Heidi. So I like to identify who has more right off the bat. And so Marta has more. Together, they have $36. How much money does each have? So there's the question. How much money does each have? So when I write my let statement, I pick my variable. I pick it usually, you don't have to do it like this, but this is the way I do it. I pick the one that has less. So Heidi has less money, so I'm going to let H equal the amount Heidi has. And then I'm going to write my other one in terms of Heidi. So Marta has twice as much as Heidi, so that would be 2 times Heidi. That's the amount Marta has. All right, so it says together they have $36. So we know that whatever they do together equals 36. Together means add, so we're going to do H plus 2H equals 36. All right, now we're going to solve this, okay? So I'm going to add the like terms. I'm going to get 3H equals 36. I'm going to divide both sides by 3, so H equals 12. That means that Heidi has $12 and Marta has 2 times that, which would be $24. All right, let's try another one. Translate the problem into an equation, and then we're going to solve. A wooden rod 60 inches long is sawed into 2 pieces. One piece is 4 inches longer than the other. What are the lengths of the pieces? Okay, we have to write our let statement, and we're going to write our let statement based on the one that's shorter. Okay, so I'm going to let X equal the shorter piece. And X plus 4 is the longer piece. Together, those 2 pieces, they were cut. They have to equal 60. So I add them and set them equal to 60. All right, and remember they're in inches, but we'll use that at the end. So we're going to combine like terms. We're going to balance the equation by doing backwards GEMDAS. We're going to bring the 4 first over. We get 2x equals 56. We're going to divide by 2, and we're going to get x equals, 2 goes into 5 twice, so 28. All right, so the short piece is 28 inches, and the longer piece is 32 inches, 4 more than that, and there is my answer. All right, so now this might be the most challenging of the assignments. You are going to, for each equation, you're going to write a let statement. You are then going to choose your variable for the unknown. Remember, I suggest you choose it for the one that's smaller. You're going to write an equation, and then you're going to solve the equation. I really want you to try all of these first before going to the solutions. All right, guys, have a great end of the summer.